It's not just the people that make Cheraw so special. I mean, we have gotten Southern hospitality on the highest level, I feel like, of all the hometowns so far. Probably the biggest crowd that we've seen in all of our hometowns. But the people make this place special. But as I said, it's more than that. There's a genre of music that crosses all different cultures here in Cheraw, South Carolina. And when you think about jazz music, I want to bring in Maureen Wirtz right now, our hometown storyteller. Maureen, that jazz, I grew up in a jazz family, and so that bop, 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 beep, bop, bop, all that, you know, not just the rhythm, the beat, but that showmanship, that improv. There is one celebrated jazz musician, the king of jazz, more than any other, that has roots right here in Cheraw.
Alicia, just under 6,000 people live here in Cheraw. It might be a small town, but they've got some great stories to tell, like how one of the most influential jazz musicians of all time always made sure people knew Cheraw was home. It often passes by without anyone noticing. The sounds of every small town. But in Cheraw, South Carolina, they have their own one-of-a-kind soundtrack.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Salt Peanuts. Night in Tunisia.
From the Dizzy Gillespie statue in the center of town to the riser in the band classroom at Cheraw High School, Dizzy is celebrated all over.
One of the things I always liked is that he always started off his concert or a piece of music by saying, "Hi, I'm Dizzy Gillespie. I'm from Cheraw, South Carolina." He'd always mention that he was from Cheraw.
Band director Thomas Finnegan has been teaching at the high school for 2 years.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
At first, I was going to choose the flute, but then I couldn't get a sound out on the flute, so trumpet was my second option.
In the back row is high school senior Chris Esau, playing the instrument Dizzy was known for.
I think at first, when you first play, it's kind of difficult.
While they have their official band for all the games and events, they're starting something new.
The last recorded time that I saw on the state's website was 1999.
For the first time in 23 years, the high school now has a jazz band. A tradition Thomas was happy to bring back.
Music for me is a feeling, so I can hear any piece of music and it can take me back to a time or a place.
All around the world, Dizzy was known as the king of jazz. But here, he's known as a hometown hero who always remembered where he came from. Thomas said it best. Music is a feeling, and you can even hear the jazz band playing right now. Now, Dizzy is celebrated all over town. They've got the statue behind me. There are banners up here. Alicia, he is just one person. So many people are proud to say he's from Cheraw.
It's so cool because you know what? I mean, when you think about the history of jazz and somebody who played with, you know, Duke Ellington, Charlie Parker, that legacy is left right here in Cheraw.